C-Micah made it.
Yeah, tell them it's not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then I got episode about the part we not the same. Faith, culture, not the same. Boy, I feel like Robert Dean. And just like Robert been redeemed, glory to the King. I feel like C-Micah, this music with faith in it. Put the word on 808, I'm talking great. Steph Curry with the shot, boy, I'm talking long distance. Boy, you messing with a Grizzly, you would think I played in Memphis. We be going back and forth, this Lace Arena playing tennis. But it's LLC's up in this thing, that means we stand up not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Yeah, this the podcast, not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigned. Then I got episode about the part we not the same.
With the rapper pose.
Right.
Yo, we are back. Episode 99 of season 2 of the Not the Same sports show hosted by this one word, C-Micah, and that one word back from a land far, far away.
Yeah,
from a whole nother galaxy. Mr. Rod Redeem, man. We're glad, gracious, and very, very happy to be back with y'all for another Not the Same sports show, man. Look, before we get started and get into all the salutations, man, one, I'm glad to have my boy back. You know what I'm saying? I struggled and survived and rode upstream to handle that thing last week. But nah, man, I'm glad my boy is back, man. But I need you to do what you see on the screen in a few seconds, man. Also, big salute to all Instagram watchers. We are live on Instagram right now. Number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, hit the subscribe button. And number 3, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we are live as we are right now. You didn't see all that on Instagram. You want to see all the extra graphics? Come to YouTube. But if you don't want to do that, man, we give you a little bit of graphics over there on Instagram. Appreciate y'all watching, though. Go ahead, bro.
Bit. Yo, man, we want to shout out. First of all, man, let me get a hand clap real quick, man.
Okay.
This is a quick hand clap. Yo, that hand clap go out to my brother, man. He held it down last week while I was selling on one of the 7 C's. You hear what I'm saying? Like, my man's held it down for the sports show, for the regular show. So I want to give you your flowers, brother, for holding it down for the Not the Same Sports Show last week. Because I know when you solo, sometimes it's hard in the mud to try to keep that conversation going because y'all comments are delayed. Our comments are right back and forth. So I salute my brother, man, because it takes a lot to run it because he doing the engineering part of it as well as trying to talk and go on these sports, man. But we want to give a shout out to our rebroadcasters, man. Our MTNB Sports family. You see them down in the corner down there. Life Show TV, Takeover Radio, Praise 365, our homeboy Scooter doing big things in the STL right now. Parable Radio, RYC Praise News, our homeboy Orlando Page, his podcast and radio network. What up, Dom? And the 520 Collective. And don't forget about the Kingdom Now Network. Listen, man, those are the rebroadcasters of one of our shows. We got about 3 of them joints, and we just happy to be here, and we happy that y'all logged on. Mr. G, I see you. Dom, I see you over there. Yeah, that's what's up.
Dom said the IG stream went down. Hopefully it comes back, man, because on our side, it look like it's still going, but appreciate you watching. Anyway, Mr. G. Mr. G says, thanks for gracing us with your presence, Rob. We the little people are humble. Yes, we the little people are humble.
Hey,
everybody can't get on the boat. You know what I'm saying? You know, some of us came on the boat unwillingly got on the boat and ended up here in these American parts.
Hey, I'm gonna say this, man, because my son Dominic on here. So we went on the cruise for his birthday, man. 2 of my son's birthdays was last week on the 13th and the 17th. Had a good time. Dom, he hooped overseas. You dig what I'm saying? While we was there, giving them buckets. Then came back to the States. This is all dealing with sports because he's a basketball head. He hooped overseas, giving them buckets in the Caribbean, giving them buckets on the ship. Then turned around and came back home on Sunday. He had a men's league game and gave him 30. Gave him 30 of them things, man. So salute to Dom. I got to give him his props, man. Hey,
get in there, nephew.
Proud dad moment. You dig what I mean? Because C knows as well as I know, Dom just wants to hoop. No matter what's going on, he wants to hoop. So had a good time, man. Had a real good time. But we back, and we got to get into these sports because a lot has happened. A lot has happened.
A whole lot has happened, man. All right, man, let's get into the What's Poppin' segment, man, without no more delay. Somebody tell me what's poppin'. All right, this is our What's Poppin' segment. Tonight, we will stay in this position the whole time. We ain't going to go to other slides because we just ain't. But listen, man, we're going to start tomorrow night. It's the NFL draft. Tomorrow night, the NFL draft, we will go much more in depth tomorrow about the NFL draft, man. But, hey, short and sweet. Tomorrow night is the NFL draft, man. I don't know if you got something else on the NFL, but, hey, it is what it is.
No, the draft is what it is. I see my girl Vicky is in the comments over there saying, what up, Peach? You know she is a Raiders fan. Hopefully they don't we'll talk more about it a little later. Hopefully they don't botch that pick because we'll talk about it a little bit later in the show in our debate fuel. But the draft is tomorrow, and the only thing I'm gonna say about the NFL draft is the tradition side of it. If you need a linebacker, why is it a bad deal to draft a linebacker before a quarterback or a running back? It's like it's the number one cardinal rule of what not to do. And there's a linebacker, I can't think of his name, that's in the draft this year. And Ohio State, I think. What's that boy name? Arbor Reese, I think. And he won't go super high because he's a linebacker. You dig what I mean? So he can't go number one. I just don't understand how that works. It's crazy. That's all I can say.
I got a couple more things, but I'm doing a little digital fixing right here. So
all good. Now,
there we go.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, a couple more things in NFL. Cowboys won't talk long-term deal with George Pickens. So they just going to franchise old boy and just say it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I talked about this last week, bro, and I'd love to get your opinion on this. Listen, so last week it came out about Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini. My boy Mr. G just wanted to shut it down because it's his coach. I made the point of They really going in on old girl, and not much heat is on Mike Vrabel, which is I didn't really think that was cool. I think it should be equal. You know, it take two to make a thing go right, then two should be fired up. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. Mike Vrabel says this one thing that it says. He had difficult talks over the Rossini photos. Other words, hey man, don't do that no more. Keep your business in the dark. That's what they told him. Diana Rossini had to quit her job. So, you know, that's why I said it's different. That's back. Oh, all right. The Colts quarterback Daniel Jones is back throwing again. And Puka Nacua is a full go for the offseason program. Mike Tomlin, former coach for my Steelers, now is joining NBC as a studio analyst, man. So I'm glad that brother is going to be good, man. I think that'll be a good landing spot for him, man.
I want to go back to the Vrabel thing.
Go ahead, brother.
Because in the land of Boston and New England,
you wasn't here.
I wasn't here, and and I didn't hear about this. But in the land of Boston and New England, it just goes to show you where it snows. If you look like the snow, you're gonna get away with it. Because if you look like the dirt, they shipping you up out that mug.
You look like the dirt, you hurt.
They gonna send you down to Atlanta where the rest of the dirt at. You hear what I'm saying? Or Houston. You dig what I mean? They gonna send you to Houston because we had a situation with a coach.
Mm-hmm.
And they got rid of the coach and sent him to Houston. But Vrabel, they got rid of the girl. I'm just saying. It's different. It's different.
Higgins, I agree. This is on another subject. Puka Nacua is a wild boy. He got some issues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Puka got some issues. We'll just leave it at that.
Hey, yeah, that Vrabel thing, boy. We would have been on that for a minute because I didn't even know that popped off. But it just goes to show you where New England
the Lord protected you, brother.
Yeah, he did. Because I'm going to tell you something. The Vrabel thing, all jokes aside.
Yeah.
New England's franchise is big. We all know this.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. G in New England. They are a dynasty. I don't care if you have Belichick or whatever the case may be. They did their thing. And that team, New England Patriots, is like the Green Bay Packers when it comes to New England and all that stuff. And excuse me, I'm dealing with some sinus issues. My point that I'm making is no way in Hades they were going to get rid of Mike Vrabel after the season they had last year. Oh, girl, you got to go.
No.
Yeah,
you got to go.
She didn't work for them, but she worked for another outlet, but it didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
she was going to go if she worked with them. She could have been one of Kraft's side pieces. She was gone.
Here's the point I'm actually making about this. I don't think neither one of them should have been fired. That's my point, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they should have got dealt with. You know what I'm saying? Or talking to, maybe suspension, lose a little pay. You shouldn't get fired. Because, you know, I just don't think they should have got fired. But anyway, we'll move on, man. All right, on to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? The NBA playoffs is live and in full effect, man.
Boy.
Some of the latest news, we'll talk about this a little bit later, but Wemby got a concussion last night. It was an ugly, ugly fall for that brother.
Boy.
He had been balling out because the game before, he was going nuts out there. 7-6 doing fadeaways from the three. He just doing ignorant stuff.
Well, he did a crossover so smooth. It
Nasty,
was like
man.
A snatchback crossover. Then went in, spun off him, and dunked.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, okay.
Nasty, man. Thoughts? All right, did you see the Spurs game, not last night, but the night before, when they had the Fiesta colors in the crowd? This is just off the cuff.
You talking about you talking about when the floor was the Fiesta color? Yeah.
Yeah, and like
that's
all the
shirts
shirts
doing the snatchback.
The shirts was going like that too. So like one section had red, one section had green, one section had that, like the Fiesta theme all the way across the stadium.
Arena.
I thought it was dope. A lot of the old head NBA fans, they just didn't think it was dope. I thought it was dope. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was something creative. Probably could have messed with the other team's eyes, but it is what it is, man. I think salute to them for being creative, in my opinion. You know, some people like
no different than the in-season tournament court that messed with the eyes of the people watching that mug.
Man, the in-season, man, them Jones was horrible, terrible, man. So
try
terrible.
Playing it on 2K. I don't see how they do it in real life.
I can't even play it on 2K. All right, another thing that happened, man. Jay McDaniels took shots at all the Denver Nuggets. He called them by name. Said they are a poor defensive team. Jokic ain't good on defense. He named Aaron Gordon. He named them by name. Quick thoughts on that, brother. Do you think salute to him for that, or was he out of pocket?
I think he was in the moment. They tied up now, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they tied up now. I think he was in the moment. But I'm gonna tell you something, Jaden. You better be lucky you got that dog on your squad. Last name Edwards, because You know what I mean? That's bulletin board material for a championship team, and you ain't won nothing. You can't do stuff like that. You know what I mean? Now, if old head basketball fans are gonna say something, this is what they need
Yeah.
to be talking about.
Mm.
Because y'all got a game, but Anthony Edwards played out his mind. Now they lit
Right.
the fire under Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards. You dig what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they lit the fire under him because Charles Barkley said if you want to match up to these Jordan comparisons, you're gonna have to take over a game. And that's exactly what that boy came out there and did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have no issue with him saying this. Here's why. The
Really?
only reason I think in normal cases is definitely bulletin board material, especially when they say that team has no defenders. That's general. All right, hey man, to me he said it with his chest. This guy, yeah, he ain't a good defender. He ain't a good defender. Now, it's gonna be terrible. He go out there and they lock him up because he's not the main scorer on that team, but he can score. You know what I'm saying? He's a defender.
Yeah, he'll get you a bucket.
Yeah, he'll get you a bucket, but he'll lock you up. I just think, if you're gonna pop your stuff, hey, sign your name to it. My boy signed his name to it. That's what I think. So,
hey, salute to him though. He feeling himself. Like I said, it was in a moment. You know them hot mics. You didn't got you a win. You feel like you didn't got it. Okay, we'll see when Murray and Jokic have a triple-double 20-20-20 and Murray go for 50. We'll see what's going on.
Right, and then that's it. We'll go in more depth about these games as we go on. WNBA news. The draft was last week, brother. You didn't get to comment on that. I don't know if you had any thoughts about that other than Fudd went number 1 from UConn. Very good guard. You know what I'm saying? Also, their new collective bargaining agreement kicked in, so the rookies coming in making $500K, and otherwise in opposition to Caitlin Clark and her teammate, what's the girl for Dallas?
Paige Becker.
Paige Beckers was making like $78,000. So 578. I take the 500. Craig.
Any day.
Give me the 500.
Any day.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll be a cheerleader all day long.
One word ain't crying over 78, but brother, hey, as soon as they come, I ain't got to get in the game. My knees hurt, dog. You still injured? Yup. Nah, I ain't injured, but I don't feel it today. I need a mental health break all season.
I go hard in practice, coach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I go hard in practice, coach.
Hagan say that Gordon is a decent defender, though. I agree with that. He is a decent defender.
He is, and that's the reason why OKC got passed last year.
Yeah, Dominic says, I agree with McDaniels low key. Gordon and Watson are the only solid good defenders. Now offensively, Nuggets got it. The Nuggets definitely got it offensively. But I also agree with him. There's only like 2 defenders on there. Listen, man, I'll say this and we'll move on. The Timberwolves have put the Nuggets out twice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. I think they had Jokic frustrated.
They number. Yeah,
they might have like a mental edge on them. Them young boys may be on them old heads head. For real, man. Like you don't see Jokic frazzled like that. He got frazzled just because Ant wouldn't give him the ball. After the play was dead.
Ant laughed at him.
Yeah, he look at this big clown. You know what I'm saying? Now, Jokic is awesome. Awesome. One thing aside, man, because I got you here.
Mm-hmm.
This is not one of the questions for tonight, but MVP, is Jokic or SGA or Wemby. And I think we probably have gotten to a point, it was going to be one of my questions last week, but I wanted to have you here. Have we got to a point where we made Jokic too common? Right? So, just like Michael Jordan could have won MVP every year. Yep. But people got bored with his greatness. And I think they done that with Jokic. Jokic is like averaging a triple-double.
Again.
Right. And it's not like when Russell Westbrook averaged a triple-double and people was getting out the way. No, this is hard-earned triple-doubles. And they don't look like a triple-double. He just out there balling, man. And dude is one of the greatest players ever, man. Because I think the way he carries himself makes it not look like he's doing awesome things until you see the box score.
I think everybody wants the new. It's like, okay, both of us are artists. You drop a new song, and that joint it get hot. A month later, he got a new song out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
where's the newness? Right.
Like, where the newness at? So you go to the next artist who got the new song, and right now, Wemby is the dressing. I think Mr. G said it earlier. He said, Wemby long term. It was something about Wemby about long term earlier in the comments.
We'll
but
talk about
my point to that is, my point to it is Jokic, that's greatness, man. 2020 and
Yeah,
20. Them are 2K numbers. But you
absolutely.
do get bored with it because my player was averaging like that, and the boys that come downstairs like, there go dad again with this 2020 mess, whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not impressive, but this is in real life, and then you think about it, and it's like nobody cares. Who cares? Like, what you
Yeah.
mean? Who cares? Like, this is a
Right.
big man average leading the league in assists. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy work.
Yep. All right, man, we're going to get to our soapbox segment. That is it. You know what I'm saying? NFL, WNBA. Told you the top was AZ Fudd and NBA, man. It's NBA season right now. Playoffs are awesome, man. Make sure you tune in to it. Let's get into our soapbox segment, brother.
Soapbox.
This is our soapbox segment when me and my brother Rob go off for 2 minutes on whatever's on our mind. My brother Rob normally goes off on sports. I normally go off on literally whatever's on my mind, but sometimes we switch up. You never know. We have a timer that look like this, and when it's over, watch out, man. We got a buzzer that sounds like nothing.
Okay,
There it
got
is.
it back.
Got a
it
buzzer.
back.
You know what I'm saying? I had to turn the thing down. That's extra loud. But yeah, man. So, as tradition, I always let my brother Rob go first. My brother, is you ready?
I'm ready, man.
All right, let's go.
I want to talk about the national media with these NBA playoffs, man, because the bottom line is the national media act like it was just going to be a given for Boston. It was going to be a given for San Antonio. It was going to be a given for OKC, and it was going to be a given for the Rockets. But now everything is starting to switch up. 76ers got a win last night. Series tied 1-1. Atlanta got a win 1-1. Orlando came out. Paolo Banchero, this boy finally came out and played bigger than everybody that's out there on game one. Game two, we'll see what happens tonight. The Cavs are doing Cavs things. My point is this. Analysts likes to paint a narrative for the folks that they like. Of course they want Boston to go. Tatum's back after the injury. He came back in record-setting time. Jaylen Brown. We want the Knicks to go because the Knicks this. Detroit, they're the grimy team. Cavaliers 2-0, those are the only ones that's really on it. Wemby. But Portland is a savvy team. You got to watch Portland. And then Denver. You know, and it's like they want to paint the picture of who they want. And then when the loss comes, well, they lost because of this. How about we just go out there and let them play? Let them play because these teams made the playoffs. Regardless of how you think about it, they made the playoffs. 76ers winning is not a surprise. Why? Because they should have been top 3 in the first place. They just couldn't get it together because of injury. And people not looking at it from that standpoint. Same way for Atlanta. Atlanta been good all year long, and now we get to the playoffs, and because it's the Knicks, we forget. And you know, hey, Cat is finally playing with some like a tiger as opposed to a peacat. You dig what I'm saying? My point that I'm saying is we got to remember. We got to remember it's the NBA, and on any given night, these guys are in the playoffs for a reason. It ain't no scrub teams in the playoffs. And I can honestly look at everybody that's in, and if y'all think it's a scrubby team that made the playoffs that shouldn't be there, the only team I give you is maybe the Phoenix Suns. Outside of that, everybody in the playoffs should be in the playoffs if you paid attention to this NBA season. That's my rant, man.
All right. My turn. All right. Let me get to my buzzers. I got to edit this buzzer because it comes out kind of slow sometimes. All right. Here's my subject. All right. The Portland Trail Blazers are owned by a new owner, Tom Dundon. Why am I talking about the Portland Trail Blazers owner? Because he has a coach. He had a coach at Chauncey Billups who got in trouble for a gambling scandal. You know what I'm saying? He might have been a fall guy. He may not have been a fall guy. I don't know, but either way, my man Chauncey Billups about to get indicted. You know what I'm saying? About to probably get in trouble. So they had a backup coach by the name of Tiago Splitter. Used to play for the Spurs. Decent big man. He's got this team that wasn't scheduled to be in the playoffs in the playoffs. Matter of fact, he has this team that beat the Spurs last night. Now, granted, without Wemby, but he beat the Spurs last night. So he didn't just make the playoffs. He's won a game. That team plays well. They run a good offense, and they got a very good defense. They got very long defenders, and they play well. All that should be celebrated. This team should be on fire in the city of Portland. Everybody should be happy. It should be buzzing. Portland don't have no more professional teams other than soccer. So they should be very, very happy with this. And you know what they have to deal with right now? a cheap owner. Rob, you want to know how cheap this owner is? When it's no late checkouts, he's not allowing no late checkouts. You got to get your butt out on time. Beyond that, you know how most arenas for the first game, they have T-shirts out? Nah, he ain't putting out T-shirts. He saved money on T-shirts. You know how the G League players, like they had a G League player that used to play for North Carolina. Guy, I think he's actually from here. I can't remember my old boy name. Caleb Love. Yeah, Caleb Love, right? Had a very good year with Portland. And he decided, we ain't bringing no G Leaguers. You ain't fully on the team. You ain't coming to the playoffs. This man is cutting money. He is trying to run a NBA team on a ghetto budget. And it's a bad look. And here's the worst thing, and I'm going to wrap it up with this. Tiago Splitter is trying to get negotiated for a $1 million contract as a head coach. I know he's a new head coach. You know what he did for your team that Chauncey didn't do? Took you to the playoffs. And won you a game. And you trying to lowball old boy because you just that cheap. That means when you have an owner that is that cheap, that means he used the ownership group to get the team. Most owners do that, but he is cash poor. So he ain't got no money like that. So his biggest accomplishment is owning this team. But you think about the guy for the Clippers, he owned another big business. The guy used to own the Mavericks, owned plenty of other businesses. The guy that owned the Grizzlies owned plenty of other businesses. Businesses. That is how you run an NBA team. That is a bad look, and that's my soapbox tonight. I went way over, but I just think it was worth it, man, because it is embarrassing for that small market to have to deal with that. But anyway, let's get into our debate feud segment. Yep. All right, this is our debate feud segment when me and Rob go back and forth on subjects for 5 minutes. We have a we have a timer that look like that down there. When it's over, we have a buzzer that sounds like this in a few seconds. I need to put a timer over there on the other side too. But yeah, buzzer that sound like this. The next thing we are going to do. Hold on, bro. Let me put this buzz over here. We're going to get to the first subject of the night. And the first subject is, hold on one second. I got to do something with this buzzer. Give me 1 second, y'all. This is live editing.
I still, to Mr. G point, yeah, he also trying to sell the team. They was trying to move from Portland at one point. So them making the playoffs probably made them mad. Remember that major league team? They started winning, but she wanted to sell the team. She wanted to sell them and move them. Same difference.
Yeah, they like Oakland. They like the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Always moving. All right, man. The first subject for tonight. What's the most surprising outcome from last night's games? What's the most surprising outcome from last night's games? Mr. Davis.
Hey, I'm going to be real, man, because I'm not a hater.
Okay.
LeBron and the Lakers, bro. LeBron and the Lakers, because that first game, KD didn't play. Okay, cool.
Right.
LeBron had 28, 8, and 7 in a steal. You dig what I mean? Marcus Smart, former defensive player of the year, 25 points. You had Luke Kennard, 23 points. When it's all said and done, that Laker game last night showed me when they finally get Luka and AR back, it might be a problem in the West out there because LeBron fast break backward dunks, 41 years old.
Yeah, LeBron them winning was very impressive, man, because I don't think they have enough talent to be beating the Houston Rockets. But here's the thing, I would say this right quick. The Rockets got a full roster, but, man, is Ime Udoka a little bit overrated? Because, look, they've known all season they don't have a point guard. Why they won't get a point guard? They tried to make the little jumping guy a point guard. He's not a point guard, right? And KD, and look at their offense. I believe Ime Udoka, all he cares about is defense, period. You know, he's like a defensive coordinator, but he's a head coach. Bro, go get your offensive coordinator to run your offense. Kevin Durant is not a point guard. He's a scorer, period. He's not a passer. He's not known for his great assists. He's known for getting buckets. That's what he do. But anyway, my most surprising thing from last night, man, I'm going to say the Hawks, man. The Hawks winning that game. Because C.J. McCollum went way back in the way back game. Now I don't know, that might have been Monday, but it's the most surprising game for before this show. But CJ McCullough lost his mind on the Knicks, man. And he was awesome, bro. He was awesome. All right, we'll go to the comments.
He went Portland, CJ McCullough.
Yeah. All right.
And was talking noise.
Hagan say the Rockets need a point guard. I fully agree. My bad, bro. Let's see. Yeah, Dominic say they need a point guard bad. Let me see. OKC, Warriors, Nets, Suns, Rockets. That is all the places where KD has played. He won in one place, and it wasn't because of him. He was awesome, though, but it wasn't because of him that he won. I think that was because of the culture they already had there. Let's see. Dominic says when Van Vliet comes back, there'll be a problem. But this year, they just showed how important it is to have a point guard running the show. I can agree with that. And then Hagan said
Van Vliet is not a scrub at all.
Yeah, and Hagan said what I said earlier, man. The Rockets needed a point guard before the season even started, and they never tried to get one. Like, that is just very, very bad. Let's see. Miss G say run from Westbrook, run from Green, run from Booker now. Man up and be a leader. He is not a leader. You are exactly right.
He's not.
He is not a leader. He is not a leader, man. And they need a leader, man. Them young guys are looking to him. And, you know, like I said, they trying to run Amen Thompson as a point guard. He's not a point guard. They're trying to run the little kid from Kentucky. I can't remember his name right now, a little white guy.
I can't think. I know who you saw, the little white guy.
He's a small shooter. He's not really a point guard. He's
not a point guard.
He's more Mark Price than John Stockton, if you know, for the old schoolers. Mark Price was a point guard, but he's known for the shooting.
That's a good analogy right there. Yeah, that's a good analogy right there. You got to know your 80s, 90s basketball for that one.
You got to know your hoop like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to know it. I think with KD thing, and hear me out because I'm a father.
Yeah.
It's hard for men to be leaders sometimes. I put a caveat in that. When you're primarily raised by your mother, because you go by your feelings. If you don't believe me, like, I had my uncles, I had my dad, I had my stepdad, but I had men who would tell me things. With KD, when a man tells him something, he gets in his feelings and he wants to run away. Yeah. But I guarantee you, whatever his mom or any female tells him, he'll be ready to run through a brick wall for it. And if just watch him, Draymond checked him, Russ checked him. When he was up, anytime a man checked him or Kyrie checked him, anytime that happens, he wants to leave. You dig what I mean? And
that's the
reason why he don't have that leadership quality. And listen, my mom raised me. I was single mother home, and my stepdad and all that. I'm not getting into it, but what I'm saying is most men who are raised by a single parent with a single mother, most, not all, most, they be in their fifis real quick because they're not used to a man's voice telling them what to do. So now they're offended. And look at the prison system, but that goes a little deeper. But I'm just saying, that's KD. That's why he hops. So anytime you got a male dominant, look at the team. Anytime you dominant, all right, buzz me. It's all good.
I would try to shut you up, bro. I just try to keep it going. All right, the NFL draft is tomorrow. What's your top 5 predictions? NFL draft is tomorrow. What is your top 5 predictions, Mr. Davis?
The Raiders better go with Mendoza. Because Kirk Cousins ain't gonna get it. You know, they have Kirk Cousins and Aiden O'Connell.
Right.
Take Mendoza and have Kirk teach him. Kirk Cousins, he's a good mentor. That's perfect. That's my number one, and we can do it like that, man, if you want to, instead of going through all 5.
We're gonna be all together on this one.
Okay.
Fernando Mendoza, number 1 for quarterback for the Raiders.
All
Raiders
right.
Been
number
quarterback
2
since Carr.
Yeah, since Carr. Because unfortunately, my man didn't do what he did in Seattle when he came over last year with the Raiders. Like, none of them did what they did in Seattle. I don't know what happened. I can't even think of my dude's name right now. Number 2, the Jets need a wide receiver and a quarterback that they can develop. But they got the number 2 and the 16th pick, so we'll see what they're doing. They're gonna mess around and end up taking David Bailey. He's an edge from Texas Tech. Is what they're gonna end up doing. Who you got going to them?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bailey as well for the edge. You know what I'm saying? Or they may take Arvell, reach another edge, but edge help. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, they're talking about Jeremiah Love out of Notre Dame going to going to Arizona. I think that's a bad look though. Huh?
I just say
Mendoza
Mendoza
gonna be
gonna
the
be the
next
next
car.
car.
You know, fool around and be. Yeah,
It might
I'm
be.
with you. Fool
It
around and
might be.
be. Um,
All right, you say the
I
Cardinals. You
wish.
got Jeremiah Love going there.
Yeah, but I want Jeremiah Love to fall to the Giants at number 5 because if you can match him up, um, you know what I mean? Like either fall to number 5 to the Giants or fall to Cam Ward at number 4 to the Titans. So
Mm-hmm.
they can complement. Jackson Dart needs a running back for real, and so
Yeah.
do Cam Ward. So
Yeah.
I wish Jeremiah Love would fall to the 4, but Arizona probably pick him. You got Arvell Reese,
Yeah.
the edge going, and number 5 they talking about offensive tackle Francis Moragawa. But
Yeah.
I mean, I want the Giants to get a running back or a wide receiver. I want to see them 2 young quarterbacks get some help. You dig what I mean? And I know our offensive line is very important.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Arvell Reese for the Cardinals. I'll just go with the edge, man, because I have the
Mhm.
similar opinion about the Titans and the Giants. But go ahead with the Titans, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, RBL Reese is what they gonna end up getting
Yeah.
if Arizona take Jeremiah Love, you got
Mm-hmm.
them going. So Jeremiah Love, if they take RBL Reese, Jeremiah Love will go to the Titans, and that'll be a
Yeah.
good look.
Yeah, I got the Jeremiah Love for the Titans. They need a running back. Period. Need somebody explosive to help out the new quarterback. Giants.
Yeah.
I'll let you go. Who you got for the Giants?
Giants, that Francis, the offensive tackle,
Yeah.
they have a lot of needs to help. They have a lot of needs.
Lots
So
of
getting
needs.
an offensive tackle is not going to be bad for Jackson Dart because you want to protect them. But they
Yeah.
need a line, they need a running back, they need wide receivers. It's so much. The front office just need to work in free agency and figure this one out because it's a lot that the Giants need to help Jackson Dart.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jordan Tyson, a wide receiver for them, man. I think that'll be good. What's up, D? Good to see you, sis. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jordan
Up,
Tyson
sis?
for them.
Jordan Tyson, man, he popping up a lot of folks.
Yeah, yeah,
If they drop down that far, that's got to mess the draft all the way up. Because Jordan Tyson not even projected in the top 10.
yeah, yeah. I think Harbaugh's over there as the coach, man. He gonna try to set up in his image, man. I heard something today as a side, man. Like he kind of got crossed with Lamar Jackson. That's how he got up out of there. He was kind of like, I'm the coach. I run the team the way I want to, type situation. Talking to your star player, and he learned like many coaches learn in the NBA. You'll get gone before the you'll get gone before the coach will. In most cases, you know what I'm saying.
True.
Before the star will. Let's see. Hagen say Love is the next great STL athlete. Okay, that's what's up. He from here?
That's what Dominic. Yeah, he went to one of them, the Chaminade. He went to one of them
Private schools.
prep schools. But
Yeah.
Dominic was saying same thing when we was
Mhm.
kicking it. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, but if they drop down and get a wide receiver that late, yeah, I don't know.
Vicky says that the Raiders going to grab Mendoza. Oh, absolutely.
Oh
That's
yeah, absolutely.
guaranteed. That's
Geno
guaranteed.
Smith, that's who it is. That's who was a big drop for the Raiders last year. Geno Smith. Yeah, the Raiders, I just don't under CBC. That's where he went to.
Yeah.
Love. So I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with the Raiders, man. Yeah. I don't know
we'll
what's up
see,
with the
man.
Raiders.
Like it's not gonna be a quick return to greatness because Mendoza to me is not a great quarterback. Sometimes you get a great quarterback, you can be in a Super Bowl in a couple of years. You get one of these high level quarterbacks. I don't see that for Mendoza. I see a career backup in my opinion.
I don't know. You can't take it from him, man. He did just win a national championship, and it wasn't. I mean,
Yeah, I put that on Kirk Cinetti, the coach, but we'll see. I don't know. I believe in that coach he had more so, or the offense that they was running more so than him. Not saying that he's bad. I mean, he's a Heisman winner as well, so I'm not gonna say he's bad. He just don't have that pop to me.
He had a stellar season, and he's gonna have a new coach with the Raiders because Father Time gone.
I'm gonna do it to myself. All right, on to the next one. So they won't say I'm just buzzing you. I'm not just buzzing my brother. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But yeah, I'm not doing that. All right, back to the NBA. Wemby gets a concussion. I didn't tell you about this one, but I know you got thoughts. Wemby gets a concussion last night. Do you think he will last in the league? Wemby gets a concussion last night. Do you think he will last in the league? This goes back to what Mr. G said earlier in the show. What you think, bro?
I think he'll last because last year we said he needed to get tough. He came in this year, he was bigger, he was stronger.
Yeah.
The type of fall that he had, one word is I don't care who you are. You take a face plant and slide into third base on your cheekbone, you're gonna be concussed too. And then he hit and bounced and slid into third base. So
I thought that one word about to lose some teeth. I ain't gonna lie
yeah,
to
I
you.
did too because he hit it hit the ground pretty hard, man. But
Yeah,
all jokes aside, I think Wemby's gonna be okay because he has the heart, man. Like
he does.
he different.
Yeah,
He's different. And when he's not your typical foreign player. And when I say that, he has grit about himself in the same way Jokic does.
mm-hmm.
When I'm talking about big men foreigns, normally they come over here and they too soft and they get beat up and pushed around.
Right.
Excuse me, but not with this guy.
I'm concerned. I'm gonna be honest. I'm concerned. I think he is awesome. I think he has the mentality. I think he has to somehow figure out how to gain some weight. You know what I'm saying? He got to figure out how to gain some weight because I see what Mr. G just said, where 7-2 and up. See how long do they last in the league? 8 years, maybe 10. And Yao Ming, who was very stocky, he was not like a skinny dude. He was stocky, he had big legs, pause, but he's strong, very muscular, like almost, I ain't gonna say sumo wrestler, but he was a thick dude. He wasn't no little dude. He didn't last too long, man. I hope the best. Maybe Wemby will last longer because he's a little lighter. He's a little bit more agile. But, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think people are not going to stop going at him because he goes so hard. He ain't got to popping off a little bit in his mouth. I think he got to figure out a way. He need to get with some specialists and learn how he can gain some weight. He got to eat a little more or something, bro. Go ahead.
No, when Yao Ming lasted 8 seasons, Sean Bradley lasted 12 seasons.
Yeah.
Dikembe Mutombo is another big that lasted. Hakeem Olajuwon, another big that lasted.
Shaq
lasted. So I think it can happen.
But
It's
Shaq was
just
7-1. Keem was like 7-1. But Mr. G is talking about like 7-2, 7-3 and up, like the Bradley. Now Bradley is a great example.
Bradley was 7-6 and he had 12 seasons, but Bradley is not at the tier
He
of a
wasn't a
Wemby.
star.
Wemby has a lot of wear and tear on him. And he goes hard like he is a point guard. And then he's going to, at the end of this season, go play for France. So we'll see what happens and how he keeps his body in shape. Because I see why they call him an alien. He's different. You can't.
Absolutely.
He's a prototype to see what we're gonna do. And now Mr. G said frail frames.
Yeah.
He's still, I don't know, man. My man's strong. And you hear some of the other guys talk about how strong he is. And so we'll see. We'll really see.
I'm going to go back to some comments. Hagan said he'll be okay because he's skilled and he's not relying on physical ability, and that would extend his career. Possibly in the sense of he's not getting banged, but he's running much more than other big men do. That would be the thing. Even smaller guys getting hurt because they're moving so much. Mr. G said he's not strong, can't do much with that frame. Then he called, Mr. G said later, frail frames. And then remember that pace at 7'4". That's what I was saying. I agree with you.
Yeah. I mean, if he continues to go hard the way that he does, no. He's going to have to, but he's young. And I think all of us fell in to realize this is a teenager out there, or young 20s. You bounce back a little different than when you season. You dig what I mean? Like,
that's true.
We got the Brenda Sabonis and all them after they had their careers overseas.
Yeah.
This guy is a young, energetic, ready to go. Like, your bones heal a little different when you're this young. You dig when you're that young. So the concussion, like I said, we all would have been concussed off of that, man. Like, he hit that ground hard as I don't know what and slid. It looked like the boy was in You Got Served. Like when
looked like he was sliding in the home.
Yeah.
Nah.
He all in the area stuff. But I think he's gonna be all right, man.
I hope he be all right, man. That was a very dangerous look, bro. One, homeboy, you gotta learn how to fall. He's just like a quarterback. It's like Tua didn't know how to fall, man. Had all them concussions. You gotta learn how to fall. Now, very few times, you can't get your hands out, brother. You gotta roll or something, man. You rarely see players fall on their face. That's not normal. You know what I'm saying? So, but overall, my overall opinion, man, I think I think it's gonna be hard for him to last long. But I do agree with some of the comments where because he's not a post up big man, he's not gonna get banged as much. But in the other end, because he's running so much, he can have more wear and tear on his joints. Because big man, 7 foot anything ain't supposed to be moving like guards. They ain't really supposed to be moving like that. Their body's not made for that. So that would be a concern.
That's
all right, man.
He's showing otherwise.
You say what?
I say that's what we've been told, but he's showing us otherwise.
Yeah. All right. On to the next question. Last one for the night. All right. NBA 65 game rule. Is it fair or foul? NBA 65 game rule. Is it fair or foul, Mr. Davis?
I'm going to give you all the backstory on this. Bruce Brown played in all 82 games this season, but didn't qualify for no all-team awards. Why? The rule says 65 game rules require players to play 65-plus games with a minimum of 20 minutes played in each of those games to be eligible for awards like MVP All-NBA. Now, for Brown finished with 82 games played, but failed to hit the 20-minute mark in 14 of them. He was only 6 seconds away from meeting the criteria. 6 seconds. Cade Cunningham, in the running for MVP, played 64 games.
Yeah.
65 is required. Is it a joke? Absolutely. Because Cade Cunningham should have not been taken off one game, bro. One game, 6 seconds. You ain't giving me my All-NBA for 6 seconds. That's crazy work to me. They gotta revamp this rule, man. And this is real. Y'all can go look it up. Those two right there specifically is the ones that makes this 65 game rule a joke.
Now they made exceptions. It came out last week. You probably didn't see it. They came out last week where they made an exception for Cade and for Luka because of what you said with Cade, and because what Cade happened, it wasn't nothing. He wasn't just trying to sit out. You know what I'm saying? They did one for Luka. Other than that, to me, I do think it's fair. In this sense, I think it should be. I think it should be fair with judgment. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you need to play at least 20 minutes, bro. I mean, come on. You play all 82, you ain't playing 20 minutes. I mean, you ain't playing 20 minutes.
Seconds, though.
Yeah, I get it, but I mean, he a role player. You know what I'm saying? He's not finna be. This not finna be 6 man a year type. He ain't having that type of year.
He not. I mean, yeah, I got rules for my house, Mr. G, but my point is 6 seconds. So with that rule, if I tell Devin, you better be in this house at 11, and that boy come in at 11 o'clock, 6 seconds, I ain't putting him on punishment. 6 seconds.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. For Bruce Brown specifically, not nothing else. Now, it's good they did it for Cade because that was some trash.
Right.
And for Luka, because of course they was going to do it for Luka. They didn't suspend him when he got to Tech. Remember, they took it back.
Right.
But anyhow, that's all I'm saying for this one. The rest of it, they do need to find a rule to fix it because you had SGA. Who else? You had SGA and Wemby making sure they played that 65 games so they can make sure they get MVP while they were sitting out and I'm hurt and I'm this and I'm this. And they got so
Dang, Mr. G. Boy, to catch us up.
My boy, yeah. Go ahead, Steve.
Nah, man. I mean, I like it in the sense of making the players play because we got too many soft players in this sense. If the rule wasn't there, how many would play 82? Not many. They'll sit out. I got a I got a headache. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of guys ain't built right. But what's holding them from going beyond 65 is the rule. Like, if it wasn't no rule, it'd be like it was before the rule. With dudes sitting out like 40 games. You know what I'm saying? Like scheduled days off. Like, dude, this ain't baseball. Baseball, they play literally every day. Now, I think there are times where the NBA players, they play too many games because the travel is so intensive and it stretched the whole country. You know what I'm saying? Like baseball, they do a whole series, 4 games or 5 games, and you there for a good, 4 or 5 days. Then you go to the next city. In the NBA, each night you in new cities. You know what I'm saying? It may be like 2-hour flights away, but it's still each day you packing up, leaving, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I think it's good for the sense of making these guys play. Think about it, man. The NBA got what? $2-3 billion, whatever deal they sign with all these networks.
Right,
where you seeing it on Prime, you seeing it on Amazon Prime, you seeing it on NBC, you seeing it on all these nice networks. whooping ESPN, you know what, but they handling their business, even though they got some hiccups. They paid all that money for that, man. They want the stars on. That's the point. And a lot of times stars sit out and they ain't hurt for real. That's what they got to fix. And it got to be some balance. And maybe not 65, but it got to be something. Oh, dog, you got to be, if you ain't hurt, find. You need to find these folks, like quick. You know what I'm saying? You sitting out just because your toenail hurt. One word. Wrap it up.
I'm not talking.
I know you're
about
not saying that. You're talking about the other thing, but I'm just talking about the rule overall.
Bruce Brown. Okay, this is what I'm saying. I didn't know they made it. I wouldn't even made this a question if I would have known about the Cade Cunningham thing. This happened last week. I didn't have no access to none of this information last week.
Okay.
So my point is they made an exception to the rule for Cade Cunningham. Kudos for using common freaking sense and not hitting them up for the one game. But if it wasn't Cade Cunningham, guess what? My man would have been hit with the one game.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the point that I'm making. You can't stretch the rule for 6 seconds. Okay, he wasn't going to win anything, but you don't know the incentives of his contract. Not only that, you can't even tell, like, that's the coach that didn't put him in for them 20 minutes. That's not on him. He didn't sit down. He played all 82 games. Now, the load management. Why load management matters, look at what LeBron doing right now.
Yeah.
So I get it, but the 65-game rule, what I'm saying is when it's something that minute, and you hold it against a player. That's my point of saying it's a joke when you do that. But they came back and they fixed the Cade Cunningham thing, so kudos to them.
Yeah, only thing I say, I agree with that. It's just that like these dudes got to play, you know. And what happened with Bruce Brown? I mean, he wasn't gonna win nothing anyway. But I get the point. This is what I think they need to do to help fix this. People's bread shouldn't be tied to all NBA votes. That's the point.
Yeah,
you get a Supermax because of all NBA votes. Other words, and sometimes people that's in the all NBA, like say if they go hard and fast with this 65-game rule, then they can only pick people that qualify for that rule, which means some dudes that shouldn't be all NBA end up being all NBA because they ain't got nobody else to pick. You feel what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden they end up getting this super exorbitant Supermax contract when they don't even deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So. But anyway,
we got a little time. Hold on. To my point, SGA is going to play. He's going to win MVP, no matter what y'all think. He's going to win it. 65-game rule. SGA played 68. So to your point, Mr. G, that's like he sat down the last 17. He played 68, just enough. And he's going to get MVP. That's my point that I'm making.
Yeah. Mr. G says they did this to protect owners and GMs. Yes, they protected them from losing this big money from the networks. This is all about the networks, man. The networks are the one who are really going for that. We'll say this in about 3 minutes. We'll be shutting down on Instagram. If you're watching on Instagram, come on over to YouTube and we'll talk about this question that Hagen's had, and then we're gonna wrap up. Can we talk MVP? Does Wemby winning DPOY help his case with his offensive number as well? Mr. Davis, what you think?
No, I don't think he got MVP. He don't have an MVP type season this season. I think he's like 13th. He's like 13th in scoring in the league this year. You dig what I mean? Go ahead.
I think he is absolutely the DPOY. He's first unanimous one.
Go.
He deserves it. But as for MVP of the whole league, nah, man. Like we can't. He ain't had a better season than Jokic all around. He had a better season than SGA.
SGA.
You know, now he's important to the league, but he's not important to the rest, man. All right, man. We got one more thing before we get up out of here.
Oh, we ain't got no one word. Hey, we on this part. Have you ever thought I really have you really thought I really enjoy what these guys are doing? Huh?
Just keep talking, I'll find you. There you is.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you was doing. I thought you was trying to stop me. You enjoy what we've been doing with this podcast, man. How can you help support us? Look, the way they've been in the comments, if you still on IG, come over to YouTube so you can make them comments and we can see your comments. Facebook, you can comment and we see your comments over there also. But that is a big way that you can support us. That keeps us going. That's what kept my brother going last week when he was doing his joint solo. The comments really, really matter, man. That give us that energy that we need to keep it pushing because bros be tired sometimes. How can you help support us? That's one way. Hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. You know, if you haven't followed us on IG and you just came across, follow the Not Same Podcast so you know when we go live. But if you are watching on YouTube, hit that like button right quick. You dig what I mean? Hit subscribe if you haven't done so. We got a couple of new subscribers we saw. Hit that notification button so you'll know whenever it is that we go live. Look, my son Dom was watching on the ship last week. I was cheap. I didn't have the internet package. I ain't gonna talk about it. How can you be a blessing also?
Salute to all our Instagram people. We out
Yeah,
on
for
Instagram.
sure. We out.
Salute to y'all. Go ahead, bro.
Sow a seed, Cash App, not the same podcast. That's how you can support us, brothers.
All right, man. We'll be back tomorrow with our music and hot topic show, man. Make sure you tune in at the exact same time, only on YouTube tomorrow. No Instagram, no Facebook, only on YouTube, man. We are out. We will see y'all tomorrow, man. As for that, I am C-Micah.
I'm Rob Redeem.
We out, man. We see y'all tomorrow, man.
Yeah, tell them it's not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then I got episode about the part we not the same. Culture not the same, boy, I feel like Robert Dean. And just like Robert been redeemed, glory to the King. I feel like C-Micah, this music with faith in it. Put the word on 808, I'm talking great. Steph Curry with the shot, boy, I'm talking long distance. Boy, you messing with a Grizzly, you would think I played in Memphis. We be going back and forth, this like Serena playing tennis. But it's LLC's up in this thing, that means we stand on not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Yeah, this the podcast, not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then I got episode about the part we not the same.